Please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question. Start with questions in English. Yep. Matt.
Hey, Carlos. Well done tonight. Do you even remember how you were playing last year at this time in this tournament? I mean, you played so many other matches, and is there any way to compare where you are now versus where you are then, or even I guess where you were at the French Open a couple of weeks ago at this point, as you sort of build through the tournament?
Well, yeah, I remember a little bit when I played quarterfinal last year. I remember a little bit the level that I was playing. If I'm not wrong, I played Tommy Paul at Core 1. And I remember it was a pretty good match. I think we played a really great quality of tennis. So this year for me, it's kind of different. So it is a different kind of tennis this year on Wimbledon, because I think it's a different feeling, because for me it's a little bit slower, the balls are slower, so it's kind of different feeling. So but today I just played my best match so far on the tournament. Just feeling great, and obviously on the French Open it was totally different, because I was playing more matches on clay before before the French Open. So right now I'm just trying to get that feeling that I just really proud and happy that I got today, just much better than the previous matches, and hopefully keep it going and feeling even more comfortable.
Rob.
Carlos, can you talk about the challenge of facing Cameron Norrie, a Brit, on centre court? And secondly, he was inspired by you to go to Ibiza after the French Open. He had a couple of days there. Do you think you've set a trend for other tennis players?
Well, yeah. First of all, I mean, facing Cam is always really difficult. We have really difficult battles already, and yeah, for me, facing him is it's almost a nightmare. To be honest, really tough from the baseline, and I'm not surprised he's on the quarterfinal playing a great tennis, because I've seen him practicing when he lost at Queens. He stayed for 5 days practicing morning, afternoon, and I saw him. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprising at all. Seeing his level, so it's gonna be really difficult. He's playing at home as well, so he's gonna use the crowd to his side. So I got to be really strong mentally and focused to play a good tennis if I want to beat him. So and yeah, a lot of tennis players have told me about Ibiza. So I don't know. I just gonna ask Ibiza to pay me a little bit, from that. But I'm just happy to see that the things that I'm doing is always helpful for the other players, just to be happy or to play a good tennis. It doesn't matter if it is Ibiza or other places. Just find a place that been peaceful for them, and then they are gonna use it for his favor in the tournaments.
Just here.
You love golf as much as you love Ibiza. I was speaking to this former England cricketer called Stuart Broad the other day, and he said he's a member of the same golf club as you. I just wondered if, when Wimbledon is over, will you take him on at golf like you've done with Andy Murray? He thinks he's going to beat you. What do you reckon?
Of what? Sorry?
There's a former England cricketer called Stuart Broad. He's really famous in this country, and he's a member of the same golf club as you. And he thinks that he's got a chance of beating you if you play each other at golf. So I just wondered, will you be up for a game against him once you finish Wimbledon?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to play as much golf as I can. My day off. During the tournament, when I'm having some days off at home. So yeah, I mean, let's see. My schedule is a little bit busy. But once I finish Wimbledon, just why not? I just have to improve a little bit my golf. But it is a place or a sport that is really helpful for me to switch off my mind a little bit. So a match in golf is always it's always welcome for me. So let's see when Wimbledon is over, and I will try.
Howard?
What changes the most, and if anything, what's the most difficult about playing a left-handed player like Kim? And do you always practice with a lefty before a match against a lefty?
Well, I'm not that kind of player that have or need a lefty player just to warm up or to practice. Obviously, it's helpful if you practice with a lefty. So tomorrow I will try for sure if there is any sparring lefty available. So I will I will try to practice a little bit. It's always for me tricky to play against a lefty. You know that slice serve in the advantage side it's more difficult for me, or I would say it's more difficult for everyone. So. But let's see how it's gonna be. You know, playing against Cam, I will try not to think about his. The left side, or he has advances or something. I just will try to see tactically how I can play, and let's see. But yeah, tomorrow I will try to play and practice a little bit with a lefty.
Bill?
Congrats. Tennis is an interesting sport in that the athlete is out in the arena all by himself, essentially, in front of thousands for hours and hours competing. My question is, what goes through your mind? What is your conversation with yourself? Do you stay always calm? Do you ever sort of manage yourself and say, be quiet? What goes on through those many hours?
Well, tennis is a really mental sport, and how you talk to yourself is really important through the whole match. So I'm just trying to be as much positive as I can. Sometimes it's really difficult. So a lot of negative thoughts come to your mind most of the time, because you know tennis matches could be really long. But I'm trying that it's gonna be like for a few seconds, and then it's gone again. And trying to fill in my mind with a positive thoughts all the time. Just repeating myself that I can do it, that let's go for it, and all those things are really helpful. Then to play your best, and not being afraid to play aggressively or to play my A plan. So that's my conversation with myself. That it's really important to fill your mind with positive thoughts.
Last English question to Miney.
You slide on grass more often than most players. I'm curious, were you ever scared to do that? Like when you first started on grass, were you scared to slide? And what did it take for you to get to the point where you could do this, like with your regular movement?
Well, this year I started to slice earlier than previous year. I can't tell you exactly when I started the previous year. So in 2023 was in the final. Last year it was against Tiafoe. This year it was in Queens. So that for me it's really important to slice on grass, because it gives me a lot of confidence in the movement. Just being with a lot of freedom when I have to move, to defend, and it gives me a lot of confidence then to play. I just started, at Queens before the second round, and then I was afraid a little bit in the first rounds, or in the first hours on grass. But then when I started, or the first time that I sliced, then all those thoughts were gone, and started to feel really comfortable.
2 years ago, when you started in the final, how comes it took so long there? What made you decide then to do it?
Yeah, because it was, we were in the final, and then I thought like, okay, I have to go for it, with everything that I have inside. So just I try not to think about it. I just try to let my whole body just do it, and it was. I was really happy to be able to do it because, as I said, thanks to that, I gave myself a lot of freedom of doing it and feel more comfortable. So it just we were in the final and it was like, okay, if I got injured, I don't mind, just go for it.
Move on to Spanish questions. First